Justin, a pretty positive finish to the season. What did you like about it?
I just thought it was really professional. There's a lot of distractions going on, especially when you travel on your last game. And I thought we were able to control what we could control and focus on the important things. I thought our pressure around the ball was really strong. I thought we started pretty well in the contest, although stoppages got out of hand a few times. But I thought we were able to cover that with our intent to get after Hawthorn. And then we just finished off a little bit better than we have been as well. We were able to capitalise off turnover, capitalise off winning the ball back in our front half, even though our defence wasn't perfect. And I think we've been pretty consistent over the last 6 weeks with our contest and intent and the way we've defended the ground. What's defined us winning or losing is being able to execute, and especially execute in our front half, and thought we were able to do that a bit better today.
When you say distractions, what kind of distractions do you mean?
Well, it's easy just to drift to what are you doing next week, holidays, off-season planning, all those sorts of things. Yeah. And that just takes some of your focus away from preparation for the game. So, I thought players prepared themselves really well and valued the right things during the week and really wanted to finish on a high. So, yeah.
Is there something about, I guess, also symbolic about playing at the MCG in the final round? This is where you want to be at this time of year. Is that something you may have used for the players as well?
We value every opportunity we get to play here.
Yeah.
Because this is, you're right. So, we didn't make a massive deal out of it, but we used it as a bit of motivation because, we don't tend to play here a lot. So, we want to value every moment we get here.
You're actually building a decent record here as well. Must take heart from that, I guess. Yeah, and it's always good. So, we feel like over the last couple of years, our travel has been a strength. So, it's good to play well and win here.
You mentioned your last 5 weeks have been pretty solid, like 3 pretty good wins and 2 fairly gallant losses to 2 of the best teams in the comp. Are you hopeful that this sort of form that you've built in the back end can almost work as a springboard towards next season?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And it's been a part of our motivation over the last period of time is to make sure that we use it as a springboard into the off-season and pre-season. And there's a lot of talk around, you're out of finals and motivation, but we've got a really driven group who value every training session, let alone every game. So I've been really proud of the way that they've driven each other and driven themselves to hit the line really strongly. And we'll use it as a platform to build into next year.
Tom, go.
Will it burn with you watching finals over the next few weeks? You were there last year, and are you someone that takes that in?
Well, you have to, because they're the best teams. So you have to watch and learn and use it to shape our game in some ways. But of course it's going to burn. No, we didn't want to be missing out in finals when we started. So hopefully it burns everyone at the club.
I know you said this week that you feel like you're not going to be super aggressive at the trade table. Do you believe that the bulk of a premiership list is here at the moment?
Yep.
Tom Emmett today, really, really impressive. Finding a bit of the footy and the pressure stuff is still there, and a couple of nice goals as well. You must be thrilled.
Yeah. The back end of the season, we've been able to play some younger players, and all year really, play some younger players, and we've found some younger players. Tommy's one. Wagner's come in late, even though he's at his third club, but he hasn't played a lot of footy. He's played really well. Warner, Sturdy, second half of the year has really taken his game forward. So I don't want to name any more because I'll forget some. But we've been able to blood a lot of youth this year and get games into a lot of younger players. And Tommy's come in the last couple of weeks after really earning his spot and showing that he's up to the level. So it's going to be good for our depth going forward.
Had the Brennan Cox switch been in the works for a little while, so that the extra forwards down there when Trace is in the ruck and that sort of thing, is that your ideal forward setup?
So, the noise is bad in here, but having the extra tall in our structure has probably been our best mix for the year. And that's been when Sean's been the ruck and Jacko's been that player for us, and he's been able to give us a really strong contest, and it just helps Jai and JT, and especially Jai when JT's in the ruck. So that's a structure, we'd like to settle on. Injuries and some unavailability, obviously, with and depth has probably cost that. And Coxie, is one of the best intercept defenders in the comp as well. So we don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul too much. Take Youngie out of the back line and then Coxie out of the back line, and Matty Boyd's knocking on my door going, "Hey, what's going on?" So it's all a balancing act, but thought it was an opportunity today to try him down forward, and thought he took some good marks and helped balance us up.
And a 40-goal season for Jai Amos as well now in his second year is super impressive.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, every in the off season is going to be massive for a lot of our players. Jai's heading into his second off season. He's got a really good taste, along with Neil, Erasmus, Jono, and the players I mentioned before. They've got a really good taste of what it takes to be an AFL footballer, and I'm really excited to see what I see from them in pre-season when they come back, and then next year.
You were a top 6 team last year, 12 months on. What's the feeling amongst the group? Are you really confident that you can sort of get back there pretty quickly?
Yeah, to me, it feels like we've stepped back to 2021. Like back end of that year, we were really young, and we were able to get another pre-season and consolidate and bounce again, and I feel like we're in that position again. We didn't enter the season, aiming to miss the finals. We wanted to build on last year, but I think there's been a lot of positives in the frustration. So I think once we get back to pre-season, we're going to have a really competitive squad who are going to push each other, because there's going to be a lot of players who think they're in the round one team, and that's going to build a desire to really improve day in, day out. So I'm excited for that.
I know you've obviously spoken a bit about Liam Henry, but the season's now finished. Any thoughts on what his situation is at the moment? Or
Nothing more than what I've commented on already.
Yeah,
Liam knows where I sit.
Cool.
Good stuff.
All right.